Okay, first store, north side of town. Grab the janky cart. Once again, yellow's on the end. Today is a very rainy day. It's uh, very humid out. Every once in a while, you might catch a glimpse of my glasses as the gimbal in my camera. These are boxes for kids for school. Looks like they've been cleaning out the shelves from the last time I was here, which was just a week ago. That's why there's a shelf cart at the end that's blocking it. This seems to be a cane or walking stick with a cat's head carved in it. Don't remember the price. Stores are kind of empty today since there's no real discount other than the normal coupon. This is, of course, the first pass, quickly going through just to see if there's anything obvious. We have our usual tons of helmets, lots of hedge trimmers. I've noticed that there will be things that it's like someone just dumps a bunch of stuff. I don't know if it's like an estate or someone's cleaning house or they just have a bunch of something. But you'll see the oddest things just show up all at once. I've seen stores where uh, there was a bunch of bonk. There was a bunch of hunting stuff, bows, trail cameras, uh, all sorts of stuff like that. Oh, look, another Simon game. A bunch of people bought the Simon game, the Simon Swipe, and got figured out they didn't like it. I was messing with one in one of the Goodwills the other day, and I can see why. It's different from the old Simon game where you just push a button. You have to actually swipe correctly when you're doing the sequence. Uh, there's just things that'll just show up like someone just cleaned out a collection of something. Oh yes, golf clubs. Tons of golf clubs in the Goodwills. I haven't actually paid much attention to them lately, but sometimes it's just hundreds of them. A very large hacksaw. There's that antenna from the first video I made. Someone has either stolen part of it or broke it. Second pass, there's just not much stuff here. This Goodwill is often known for, oh, that's a water cooling fan for a CPU. This Goodwill is often known for having ridiculously overpriced stuff. Uh, eBay prices on things that are not worth the prices that people are asking on eBay. You'll notice the saws and the saw blades all have tape on the blades because we're all babies and we have to be babied because nobody's smart enough to realize that a saw is sharp or might cut you. Those are wheels for some kind of car bed, a bed that looks like a toy or looks like a car. And this thing coming up here, which I had to see what it was, is a juicer or part of a juicer. People figure that they're being healthy by drinking juice, and it's no better for you in most cases than soda. Okay, second store. Grab a janky cart, and I don't know if you've noticed, it's the middle of July or at the end of July, and they've already got their stupid Halloween costumes out. Goodwill, for some reason, thinks that it's just so cool or fun or wonderful that they sell Halloween costumes, and it just takes up space, and you have to look at them for 4 months. This location is once again very busy removing stuff from the shelves, but not electronics at this time. Over to the right there on the bottom shelf is a green iPhone Crosley radio. I don't know what the price is on that, but I'm sure it's a rip-off. It's supposed to look retro, like an old time radio that you can hook your iPhone on. Today's tag color, I think, is green. I am not sure what that is. I think it's for possibly disinfecting things. I'm not really sure. And this catches my eye over here. This is there's some cable up there. This is I have to look at the cable. It's Cat 5E, and if it's the correct type, I can use it to make short little patch cables. The stuff's pretty pricey. It's I don't know what the price is off the top of my head, but it's several dollars a foot, and they want like $4 for the entire roll. And so that's gigabit cable. I'm just looking to see if it's plenum, or if it says if it's single or stranded cable. If it's not stranded cable, then I can't use it to make patch cables, or at least not reliable ones. So first thing you do is you got to get it in your cart. Make your decision later, because who knows. There's two tags on here with two different prices. Both workers and people who just come into the store, people do not seem to care that they block aisles. So I'm thinking about this cable. While I'm looking around for other stuff. I apologize if the video kind of jerks or doesn't exactly move super smooth. Part of that is me, part of it is the gimbal in the headset. It has a tendency to, if you move past a certain range of motion, it will snap suddenly in that direction. So let's see here. We're going to go over here and check and see if there's any lawn equipment. There's a little table saw down there. And we got, as usual, a kid abusing some equipment. Bunch of people camped out. Going for a second pass. That is a small single computer UPS. Those are usually what happens is the batteries die in them, and people go down to Batteries Plus and look at how much the batteries cost and figure they can just buy a new one. They don't realize that you can go on eBay and buy the batteries for them from eBay I think there's a seller called Expert Power who sells batteries. The batteries are perfectly good. There's nothing wrong with them. They're brand new, but they cost half of what you can get batteries for at Batteries Plus, and that's including shipping. So I'm looking at this cable and I'm checking to see if it's single or multi-strand cable, and each of the wires in it is a single strand for each pair, which means that it would be fine if I was running cable in a building, but for making cables, not so good. So while I think about it a little bit, I'm probably going to get rid of it. Oh, and I removed one of the extra price tags, so there wouldn't be any confusion on the price. I've got complete sets of Craftsman tools, really nice Craftsman tools that were in these bags. And when I was trying to sell, was going to be selling stuff on eBay, I found some uh, wireless light controllers that you would use to control the lighting in a parking lot, like at a grocery store or something. And I was going to sell those on eBay, and now I don't need to, so. But I didn't pay much for them. I think the bag of them was $9. So this is a telescope, and I don't know what the original price was on this one, but they're asking $99 for it. And what I'm going to do is I'm looking to see what the actual size is. You see how it's marked as a 4.5-inch Newtonian reflector telescope, but if you go and look at the end, you notice that the size of that hole is only about an inch, inch and a quarter. That means that it's not a 4.5-inch aperture telescope. It's only an inch and a half. So it's not as good as it's being advertised. A larger aperture telescope can gather more light and you can see more. And there's no regulation on this, so they can fool you this way. I mean, it's not an out and out lie. The telescopes do work, and some of them work very well. It's just they're not going to see as good as a telescope that has a full. Yeah, I'm looking for the price. $99. It's actually $99.49 or something like that. But good luck with that price. Now here's another telescope. This one actually has its original price, and unfortunately, because it's all sealed up, I couldn't tell if it's a Lyre telescope or not. They wanted original price on it is $359, and the Goodwill price is $99. Based on what I can see in the picture, I think it's very similar to the other one, where they're kind of fibbing about the size of the telescope. Now we're going to head over here. We're just going to look at the uh, Halloween stuff again. Sometimes this Halloween stuff, this stuff is actually, I think, was originally for Target because it says exclusively for Target on them. Uh, this is just, I don't know. I find it annoying that they have this stuff here, and I'm only showing it just to show you the kind of junk they have. Third and last store. Grabbing a cart. Always grabbing a cart. And I was looking down at the wheels. You could see that there was a mess of twine or rope or threads or something all caught in the wheel. But at least it wasn't slowing the cart down. So the big difference in these stores between the days when there's a major discount, like Old People Day or Thursday when it's Dollar Day, there's like nobody in the store. These are the days I prefer to go to. Now, it's been 1 week since I was at this store, and there's some stuff that's, oh, that's an antenna, AM antenna. It's made to couple with the antenna in an AM radio, and it can increase the range. Another really cheap, crappy telescope. Those are little kid telescopes. You give those to a kid to find out if they really actually want to mess with the telescope, and before you spend any amount of money on a real one. There's another Coleman Stove. Those things are really nice, even if they do use Coleman fuel. Coleman fuel's a little messy compared to propane, but they work great. And this one is complete. It's got the tank. It's just got a ding in it. I've been told by someone that Goodwill oftentimes takes the tanks out of them because I think they actually think they're dangerous. I think they think they're propane tanks. The people who work in the backs of the stores aren't always the brightest bulbs on the tree, and they don't seem to know how things work. Another saw blade with tape on it. That's a portable hedge trimmer. I have a video about fixing an old-fashioned one of those, one from the 70s, on my other channel. It was the one I had was originally NiCad, and I converted it to lithium ion. More golf clubs. More hedge trimmers. You notice that the two lawnmowers that were there the last time I was in this store, they're gone. maybe there was a 50% off sale or something I don't know about, or someone really wanted them. I'll probably do a video about this thing later. I've done a video about a different brand on another channel I have. This is the last store I'm visiting today. With the weather like it is and the uh, lack of stuff at the two remaining stores, especially what would be the fourth one. There's an ice maker. And a couple of small animal cat or dog carriers. And I'm thinking I'm going to get this one because the top can be opened, and it's rather difficult to get a cat into a cat carrier. I don't know if you've ever had to try it, but they suddenly become all feet and claws and splay their legs out and don't want to go in. So might help. Price is decent at $14 and change, plus a 20% off coupon.